There are four main types of crowdfunding. First, rewards. 2. Equity. 3. Donation. And 4. Loans. Rewards crowdfunding. People invest simply because they believe in the cause. Rewards can be offered, often called reward crowdfunding, such as acknowledgement on an album cover, ticket to an event, regular news updates, free gifts, and so on. Returns are considered intangible. Donors have a social or personal motivation for putting their money in and expect nothing back, except perhaps to feel good about helping the project. Kickstarter and Indiegogo are the two most popular rewards-based crowdfunding platforms, but there are lots of other platforms. Donation crowdfunding. Donation crowdfunding is exactly what it sounds like. The campaigns amass donation without being required to provide anything of value in return. Donation-based crowdfunding is typically used to raise money for a non-profit or a cause, like drilling a well or building a school in Africa, or for a personal campaign like an individual's treatment or medical bills. GoFundMe and CrowdRise are two popular donation-based crowdfunding platforms, but there are lots of others. You can also do donation-based crowdfunding on Indiegogo and even Kickstarter, but you have to be within each platform's guidelines. Equity crowdfunding. People invest in an opportunity in exchange for equity. Money is exchanged for shares or small stake in a business, project, or venture. As with other types of shares, apart from community shares, if it is successful, the value goes up. If not, the value goes down. AngelList and Crowdfunder are two of the most popular equity crowdfunding platforms in the United States. But there are lots of others. Fundable, Early Shares, and Circle Up are other popular platforms in the US, and Crowdcube and Seedrs are popular in the UK and Europe. Lending crowdfunding. Lending-based crowdfunding allows entrepreneurs to raise funds in the form of loans that they will pay back to the lenders over a predetermined timeline with a set interest rate. Unlike other forms of crowdfunding, it's not an exchange for a reward or equity. The investors don't get a reward and they don't get a piece of equity in the company, but instead they make a loan with the expectation to get paid back the principal plus interest. So, to recap, first, in rewards-based crowdfunding, backers give a small amount of money in exchange for a reward. 2. In donation-based crowdfunding, donors donate a small amount of money in exchange for gratitude and the feeling of supporting a cause they believe in. 3. In equity crowdfunding, investors invest large amounts of money in a company in exchange for a small piece of equity in the company. 4. And in debt crowdfunding, lenders make a loan with the expectation to make back their principal plus interest.